He wants her to return. Her boyfriend's identity is fake, like a sci-fi alien, just a 13-year-old's couch potato. The little guy's a devil. Old Seven's collapsing. Just gained his superpower and true love. Reality slaps him loudly. Old 3 has just come to a sudden realization that he was actually tricked by his father when he was a child, using necromancy to tease Old 7, and at the time, he really hadn't noticed it at all. Because Old 7 was just a regular guy, he starts losing it upon hearing he's been supernaturalized. Excluded for years, he's become sensitive. Anger bubbles inside. Old 3 tries necromancy to calm him again. Wham! Without hesitation, he struck his sister, and Red, just entering, smirked, scooped Old 7 up, and slipped away. Luckily, Big Brother and crew arrived on time. Old 3 survived with robotic mom's aid, but lost his speech temporarily. Meanwhile, Old 7 followed his boyfriend back to the city, and a little mishap made him trip over his boyfriend's backpack, finally believing his sister's warning. Turns out Red was invisibly puppeteering him like a pro, laughing like a cat playing with yarn while burying his sister's future. Red found Dad's playbook long ago. He's been close to Old 7 to unleash his powers, wiping out Scatter Academy. You see, he and the folks at Scatter Academy were born on the same day, but his mom went down like a champ, and his dad blamed him like a drunkard blaming. Little Red idolized Scatter Academy, then escaped, trekking to prove he had superpowers too. But the adoptive dad didn't buy his dreams, kicked him out in public, and twisted Red's mind into a pretzel, vowing revenge on those shameless folks. Hence, he schemed for ruthless revenge back home. Pushed to the edge, he made drastic choices and went to jail for 12 years. Upon release, he hatched intricate plans to take down Scatter Academy, throwing jabs at Old 7's cluelessness along the way. Watching Old 7 punch Old 3 was like Christmas came early for Red. He went full stand-up comedian, poking at Old 7's emotion. Eventually, Old 7 lost it again, and Red found himself lifted by the angry powers, too late for mercy. Old 7 wielded knives and forks with the precision of a battle commander, intensifying the impact, and the following day, Old 5 and his companions arrived once more, deeply moved and shocked by the bloody finale. Old 5 whipped out a fake eye and stuffed it into Red's left eye. Surprise, surprise, Red was the mastermind. Meanwhile, Old 3 told Big Brother Old 7 hurt him, realizing the gravity. Old 7's destructive power was about to resurface. Meanwhile, the new housekeeper planned to spill the beans, but Old 7 on the other side was melting down with guilt. Staring at the bloody scene, Old 7 was heartbroken. Big Brother even had his arms open in sympathy. But before long, Old 7 realized Big Brother's embrace was getting tighter, choking him while his superpower went haywire. In the end, Big Brother knocked him out cold, and when he opened his eyes, he found himself in a soundproof room. Turns out this was the soundproof haven his adoptive dad designed to control his superpowers. Big Brother discovered the truth, and clueless Little 2 and Little 4 were demanding that he let his sister go, and Old 3 burst into the basement just then. Unfortunately, Big Brother had to take responsibility. He chose to keep Old 7 locked up. Old 7 kept apologizing to his sister, but in that soundproof room, no one could hear him. All of this just pushed him further toward the edge, and the girl unleashed power that shot through the atmosphere like a rocket aimed at the moon. Just when everyone thought they stopped the apocalypse, the moon cracked apart in the sky. Huge lunar chunks began hurtling toward Earth, crashing down without mercy on countless places. Now Earth is toast, and to think it all leads back to when dear old dad discovered Old 7's powers. Little Old 7 actually showed promising talent from a young age, but the kid just didn't like to eat. The nanny just couldn't handle his powers and got sent home until they cycled through one after another. To avoid another tragedy, Dad designed a robotic mom to keep him in line, finally a bit of peace. However, even Robo-Mom couldn't escape her fate, but hey, she's made of metal and durable as can be. Her head got knocked off, yet she smiled and snapped it back on Old 7's heart skipped a beat. Don't be too good during mealtime, Dad beamed with pride, but Old 7's powers were way out of control. Once his emotions were triggered, he absorbed all the dark energy around him, becoming a force of destruction. Dad hoped to help Old 7 control his powers, only to accidentally give him a boo-boo. To prevent Old 7 from becoming the uncontrollable source of destruction, he crafted a soundproof room. Dad fed Old 7 mood-stabilizing meds daily, constantly reminding him that he was just a regular Joe. Old 7 was constantly plagued by inadequacy, outshone by his siblings, until his powers awakened, hurting Old 3. Big Brother locked him back in the childhood soundproof room. This definitely crushed Old 7's nerves. A whirlwind of emotion surged, and his childhood self reflected on the glass. He embraced his true self. The pounding of his heart echoed in the room, morphing into his energy. With a tremendous crash, the iron door collapsed, and fully charged Old 7 made a comeback, shaking Scatter Academy to its core. Old 7 stormed through bedroom after bedroom, scenes of childhood rejection flashing before his eyes. The new housekeeper appeared, explaining Dad's predicament, but Old 7 wasn't having any of it once he learned the housekeeper was in on it too. Old 7 turned on him instantly, showing no mercy as he took the life of the old caretaker who had raised him from childhood himself. Old 7 turned on him in an instant, taking out the old caretaker who raised him. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for endless excitement.